Hello everyone, we are three middle schoolers who love the computer and program. We come from the Beijing World Young's Academy and the name of our team is Reindeer Max Team. Our project is the Focus Detective System, which is an application to detect the students' distraction when they don't pay attention in classes during the online learning. The outbreak of COVID-19 has caused schools to embrace online learning due to the lockdown and closure of campus. The continuous spread of virus have permanently changed the education and the teaching mode. We must be able to adapt to the study online currently or in the future at any emergent situation. But the critical problem for e-learning is concentration on classes, especially for the primary or junior students, because it is difficult for them to focus on classes if there are no other people sitting around them. Our application can help the schools, teachers, or parents to solve this problem and oversee the students during their online classes. So here's our application interface. So what I did just now is to adjust values of my eyes and my mouse based on my appearances in order to make more personalized detections. So here it says that click the right button to continue. So this software detects two major types of distraction, which is fatigue time and off-job time. Fatigue means the tiredness of the students in front of the screen, and they will show yawn, nod, or snooze, or frequent wink because of the tiredness of their facial expressions. So off-job means the absence of the students in front of the screen, and at the same time we need to distinguish between the normal facial expressions and the distraction expression. So there is time boxes of fatigue and off-job in order to input the minimum duration of the time needed for the real distraction. The default time is 3 seconds, but the user can change it by their judgment. So here you see I can change the time based on my preferences. So if the application detects the distraction, the warning will arise, and there are two ways of warning. The first is to play a beep sound when the application detects the fatigue or the off job, and the second way is to display a message in the application interface. And the checkbox here is the specific types of distraction, which are yawn, nod, wink, and off job. And so the user can select what the type of they want to detect. An indicator shows how many times the student wink, yawn, or not detect, and the camera screen later. And the start button at the top right corner allows the user to start the detection. So as you can see, there are some indicators of the yawn, nod, and the closing eyes. So if I yawn, the number will increase, and if not, and if a yawn, the number will increase again, and there will also be a message that just pop up. So if I leave the screen for the 2 seconds which I set here, the computer will play a sound and to tell me to come back. And so the stop button allows the user to stop the detection. And the save status button means the can save the log of the student's detection history. So if I save it at my desktop, I can look at the logs later on. So as you can see, it is the detection history. And so the quit button means the withdrawal from the application, and the panel on the right side is the status log, and it tracks the displays all the information including the time and the date of the app operations. The operation include what the user input or change for the settings. As you can see, I set the time of the tick time to 3 seconds and 4 seconds and 2 seconds. And it also include what the camera status. So here it says import model success and the open camera success, and also the fatigue and off drop warnings, such as here. And so these two the tools that we use for designing our program is Adobe XD, and it was to draw the rough UI of our application. And we also use Microsoft VCO to draw the diagram of flow chart. And Python is our main coding language, and we use the PyCharm as our IDE. And PyQt was the GUI configuration tool, and dlib libraries was applied to detect the actions including fatigue, off-drop features, and the location of the faces in the camera. And we use OpenCV to capture the camera. We made several challenges working on this project. Firstly, the algorithm design was a difficult step. We need to decide how to detect the students winking, nodding, or yawning. We also had a hard time to create the UI design for our application, and there were also many bugs in the application that we need to fix again and again. For example, the camera could not detect the wink, or it captured all the expressions but could not trigger a warning sound. So we solved all these problems that we faced and completed our final design. In the future, we hope that our application can be integrated with machine learning to train the application to know the facial expressions of each student in a more precise way, so it can develop a more accurate judgment. In addition, the more user-friendly warnings can be added, such as changing the screen colors or playing a music to warn the distracted students. Besides, the function of preventing the switching screen can also be considered in this application, because some students usually switch to other websites or for video watching or game playing when they are having online classes. So that's all from the Reindeer Max team, and thank you for watching.